Word is hotel. All right, spell noble. Your word is gender. Your word is syntax. Spell automatic. The next word is tremendous. Can you spell anatomical? All right, spell debris. The next word is lactose. Next up, immobilize. Spell filter. Next up, validity. Your word is still. Can you spell suck? Can you spell trauma? Next up, warrior. Your word is absorb. Spell iron. Iron. Your word is clever. Your word is dairy. The next word is giant. Next up, rally. Spell dolphin. Next up, flavor. Spell password. Can you spell abolish? Next up, familiar. All right, spell vain. Spell hungry. The next word is quack. All right, spell burial. Next up, human. Your word is exert. Next up, gold. Spell size. Can you spell intent? Spell power. All right, spell dilate. Your word is probably. The next word is monk. Spell prank. Next up, pair. Can you spell town? Next up, margin. Spell echo. Your word is pray. Spell state. The next word is convey. Next up, twist. Your word is cabin. Spell curious. All right, spell liable. All right, spell excellent. All right, spell bayonet. All right, spell pie. Next up, water. The next word is sigh. The next word is filter. The next word is update. Next up, film. The next word is random. Can you spell human? The next word is erupt. Next up, iron. Next up, absence. Your word is concentration. Can you spell giant? The next word is town. Your word is alphabet. Your word is dolphin. Next up, diesel. The next word is betray. Spell imminent. Spell password. Your word is intermission. Intermission. All right, spell scrutiny. Next up, length. All right, spell size. Your word is power. Next up, shake. The next word is monk. Next up, irony. Can you spell vain? All right, spell state. Next up, duck. Spell greedy. Can you spell overdue? Your word is transaction. Your word is clever. The next word is pair. Next up, quack. Can you spell trauma? Your word is exert. Next up, dairy. Spell defy. The next word is robust. The next word is mix. The next word is wrist. All right, spell lather. Can you spell furious? Spell semicircle. Your word is appetite. All right, spell warrior. All right, spell broccoli. Next up, lactose. Next up, syntax. Next up, hotel. Your word is noob. Can you spell pray? Pray. Spell stumble. All right, spell burial. All right, spell intent. The next word is exile. Your word is workout. The next word is grub. All right, spell ink. All right, spell house. Can you spell gallant? Your word is integrity. The next word is abolish. Spell pigeon. Next up, telepathy. Spell ionize. Can you spell abstract? Your word is charisma. Can you spell proclamation? Your word is aerodynamic. The next word is gender. The next word is ash. Next up, noble. All right, spell bingo. The next word is gold. Next up, proof. Next up, prank. Next up, comply. The next word is margin. Next up, ruby. All right, spell tangerine. Can you spell villain? Spell remarkable. Can you spell await? Spell agnostic. Next up, meditate. Your word is bizarre. All right, spell probably. Spell seldom. Your word is neighboring. Next up, fictitious. Your word is forbid. Your word is still. Your word is vague. Spell absorb. Can you spell hungry? Can you spell enact? Your word is cliff. All right, spell thesis. All right, spell echo. Your word is reply. Can you spell immobilize? All right, spell congratulate. All right, spell soda. Next up, circle. All right, spell suck. Can you spell rally? Can you spell stumble? Spell sigh. Next up, quack. Next up, town. Your word is enact. Spell shake. All right, spell tremendous. All right, spell transaction. Next up, villain. The next word is dolphin. Can you spell syntax? Spell telepathy. Spell congratulate. All right, spell diesel. Spell parallel. Your word is gazebo. Your word is symmetrical. Can you spell refrain? Can you spell clever? Can you spell vain? Can you spell suck? All right, spell pray. All right, spell margin. Margin. Spell length. Can you spell cliff? All right, spell alphabet. Spell forbid. The next word is lather. All right, spell bizarre. Spell broccoli. Spell agnostic. Agnostic. Spell giant. The next word is tangerine. Your word is curious. Your word is vague. The next word is cuisine. Can you spell articulate? Spell imminent. All right, spell benevolence. All right, spell flamboyant. Your word is erratic. Next up, ingenious. Your word is irony. Next up, exile. Your word is gold. Spell erupt. The next word is dairy. Can you spell pie? Next up, trauma. Your word is workout. Can you spell absorb? The next word is house. Your word is liable. The next word is meditate. Meditate. All right, spell await. Spell immobilize. Spell password. Can you spell debris? Next up, wrist. Your word is still. Your word is film. Spell burial. Spell iron. All right, spell grub. Your word is convey. Next up, hungry. All right, spell reply. All right, spell state. Spell ionize. Next up, gallant. All right, spell betray. Next up, firefighter. Next up, appetite. Spell familiar. Spell absence. Your word is scrutiny. Can you spell noble? Next up, ink. The next word is twist. Your word is cabin. Your word is duck. The next word is human. The next word is robust. The next word is power. Power. Your word is mix. Spell exert. All right, spell greedy. Can you spell subsidy? Next up, lactose. The next word is comply. The next word is breakthrough. Spell pursuit. Your word is dilate. Spell chronic. Can you spell residential? Spell pomegranate. Pomegranate. Can you spell paradox? The next word is